Hello everyone, welcome back to Virtual Lab Infra and to our MD-102 Intune training series. So far we have prepared our talent, created and enrolled devices into Entra ID and Intune and explored the Intune portal and its core capabilities. At this stage, our devices are managed, but management alone isn't enough. So we must also ensure devices meet organizational security standards before they can access corporate resources. So in today's session, we will focus on compliance policy in Microsoft Intune. By the end of this session, you will understand and create a Windows compliance policy, assign enrolled devices, force device sync, observe how the compliance status in the Intune portal looks like, understand what happens when device becomes non-compliant. So this concept is critical for real-world enterprises environments, and it's heavily tested in our MD-102 exam and this training series. So let's jump into the lab and start building our first compliance policy. So before start our creating first compliance, let's create a group devices and add those two devices to our newly created group. So I had created tested devices. Let's delete this and create fresh. So I'm already in Microsoft Intune Admin Center. In the group section, click on all groups, click on new group, select as security, group name, test device, assign, create. Let's select the members. So these are the two devices we had created so far. So we'll select this, create. Let's check if the security group reflecting. Okay, so test device security group has been created and both the devices are added. Now let's create a policy. So before creating a policy, let me show you one more thing.
So also we have a option to create a dynamic group and assign policy. So we can create dynamic group. So this is for an example, guys. So I'm not going to create this. I'll just show you how it looks like. So auto assignment device, and the membership type will be dynamic device. If you click on query, you can select operating system type, OS type equals Windows. Add expressions. So it has taken automatically. Now add those two devices and validate. So validation is successful. What it means, once we create this dynamic security group, so when we are configuring the policy, we can select this dynamic group instead selecting the manual group, which is test device. So what will happen in organization, what we do is we categorize the operating systems or the like Windows 11 or 10, Android devices or Mac OS devices. So we categorize them and then create a dynamic group. And while creating a policy, we can add those security groups so that the policy will assign according to the dynamic groups we have created. So for our lab session, we'll go with our manual security group, which is test devices. Now let's go ahead and create one of the compliance policy. So to create a compliance policy, select devices and compliance, click on create policy blade. So platform is nothing but what kind of devices that we want to create a policy for. So in our case, it is Windows 10 and later. Profile type. So basically, template is nothing but when we have a policy created and the policy file, we can select a template and then choose that file. Here we'll select Windows 10 and 11 policy and click on create. Now we have to give us compliance policy name, which is we can give production compliance policy. Next. So here is the setting, guys. So in the custom setting, so this is what I was talking about, the template. So if you have a JSON file or custom compliance setting file that you can browse it and you can upload it. Device health. So BitLocker is required. We'll go with BitLocker. Device property. So basically we need to give minimum OS version and maximum OS version. So it basically tells the device that this device will only compliance, it will give compliance when this actually meets the operating system version 10 dot and whatever the operating system version is. So let's quickly log into our devices. We can get the operating system version here also, which is says Windows 10. Okay, let's log into the virtual machine. Connect. Copy the public IP and RDP. Let's log into Intune portal and so okay, so to get the operating system details, you can simply type system info or also you can simply search for system information. So here you will get the OS version. In our case, 10.0.19.045. So I want my devices should be only compliance when the minimum and maximum version is at least 10.0.19.45 or 45. So maximum can be more. So let's give something 8. Mobile device, we are not going to make any changes. Valid operation not needed. Device properties, we have done it. We don't require this. System security. So we want this as a policy. I require password to unlock mobile or device, not for device. So if you want, you can keep this one. Simple password. Password type, we can give alphanumeric. Password expiry, we can complexity. We can give required digit lowercase, uppercase. Password length, we can give 16. I think it's taking automatically. Password expiration will be 60. Number of previous password to prevent use. So basically in organization, we used to keep 3. We can keep 3 or 4 so that it should not be repeated password. So basically it tells that give the password which is not used more than 5 times or 3 times. Let it be encryption, we require encryption, device, firewall, antivirus requires anti-spamware. So these are the standard policy that organization set for their Windows devices. Microsoft Defender, yes. Microsoft Defender can keep it high. So Linux we are not using. So these are the some common policies, or you can say the standard policy that we have created. I mean, we have set the settings. So here I was talking about, guys. So here the included groups and included group and the excluded groups. So included group is nothing but what are the device or the security group we want this policy to be applied. So included group, just now we had created test devices group. We'll add that. Click on next. So this is the review of the policy and settings that we have created. Click on create. Now we'll log into our virtual machines and we'll change some of the settings and see how the policy reflects in our Intune portal. So as you can see now, if you go to Windows and our devices, by default it has set to compliance and it has showing green tick just because these are the default settings in Intune portal that is automatically taking as compliant just because of default policy. So since now we have created the compliance policy with our customized settings, now the Intune portal will go through each and every settings and it will read and reflect here in Intune portal whether the device has met the a policy as per our expectation. If not, it will throw compliance error or it will show a red color. So let's wait for some time till the policy applies to the devices and then sync to Intune portal. So let's quickly change few of the settings. So we have set firewall should be enabled. So we'll go and disable it. Then security. Let's change the security as well. So firewall source off. Uh, let's disable this as well. So guys, it will take few minutes and then it will read all the settings and it will sync with our Intune portal and show whether the device is compliance or not compliance. So this is one of the compliance policy that we have created, which is production compliance policy. If you click on this, we can see so far there is no devices reported. That's why it shows compliance, non-compliance, others, and total equal to 0. So let's let it take its own time to sync and throw the output. Similarly, we'll try to make some configuration as well. We'll change wallpaper of our devices, like how the in organization company does for workers and Intune devices. So for now, thank you guys for watching my Intune series. I hope you like it and you are able to follow me and learn things. And also, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel, uh, turn on your notifications so that you will get a notification whenever I create or whenever we have a new upcoming videos. Thank you guys. Have a great day. Bye bye.